Hi, welcome to the Dylan Rounds case. Welcome if you're currently here in this live premiere. There are a couple of updates I want to share with you from Justin Rounds regarding missing items. I want to look at Badger's interesting in-depth comment today about the case overall. She's finally opened up to share her thoughts. Right place, right time. I'm going to read it to you. We're going to analyse if necessary and then go from there accordingly. There's also a post from Candice Cooley too we can take a look at. A range of stuff, a range of different material, and it's focused around the Dylan Rounds case in some way or another. Be sure to share your thoughts, opinions and reactions in the comment section, and also if you're currently here in the live premiere, welcome. Make sure to use the chat box on the right hand side of the screen. If you haven't catched the previous and latest videos, make sure to follow up there, check my channel page out. A link will also be down below in the pinned comment section of the last video I did, looking at UFOs, debunking them, and some additional side material too if you're interested, okay? First and foremost, before we go any further, shout out to ZX0 for another flawless victory in their presence last night, as well as Badger Life, very good of them with their super chats, as well as ZX for the gifted membership for other people who are present on YouTube. So that's all very good. It's much appreciated. So we don't need to check the comments of the last video because there wasn't really much comments there or discussion, okay, to do with Dylan Rounds. So we don't need to look at that. But what we can do first and foremost is go onto the Find Dylan Rounds Facebook page, check what Candice Cooley has had to say, and then follow it up with Justin Rounds' update, okay? Well, here we are. So this page on Facebook has been playing up before. It's been very awkward, but finally got here. You see Candice Cooley posted 2 days ago. Caption reads, with photos attached down below. We'll take a closer look at them in a second or so. Candice Cooley says, to some, this may seem strange, but this was truly part of Dylan's uniqueness. This is the new Garden of Eden truck stop that Dylan loved to go to. I cannot count how many times I met him for breakfast, lunch and dinner for their home cooking. There were a number of times I was told, I seen your boy at the Fuel Island and he's a great kid. He was so excited for the new one to open. It has taken me a month to be able to walk in it. As I did, I smiled. Dylan would have been thrilled. I joked and say he never would have left. So many little things meant so much to Dylan. He was so unfairly robbed of these little things and so much more. Okay, fair enough. So this post is more kind of like reflecting back on Dylan, looking back, acknowledging happy times and memories, being in the presence of Dylan, a certain area. So I can understand why it took some time to be able to return back to a place like that. Yeah. Got some photos there. Are they viewable? I'm not too sure. Kinda. So that looks like the building under construction at the time. And then here, you got the inside, the layout of the store. I don't know if that's clothing. Looks like some hats. Huh. They kind of look like hats there, baseball caps. I wonder if there's any John Deere ones. I wonder if he ever bought any clothing from there. I wonder. And then the rest will be food, refreshments. Garden of Eden, it's called. Back there it says, is that Sonic? Is that Sonic the takeaway place as well? Fast food. You got bags and backpacks and all the kinds of items, collectibles you can buy from there. So a place that Dylan visited quite often. Okay. There's another angle. I assume is this in Idaho? Or Idaho, depending on how people pronounce it. Yeah. Just press the back button there for a second. There we go. Okay, we'll just check the comments briefly, just very briefly, that's all. The only reason why I check the comments is just in case there's any questions or any responses from Candice Cooley, you know. So you get the prayers, heartbreaks. Yeah. Send you tons. As I said, this is all publicly viewable. Okay. So heartbreaking. He's proud. So sorry. Put you through. You're brave. Yeah. I'm not going to read most of them because we have seen it. Our family has always loved stopping in the Garden of Eden too. Bit of a wonderland, as in, I wonder what they have today. I admire your strength and think of Dylan and your family daily as I have a wall of sunflowers planted. Okay. Here we go. Lisa, I stop there all the time. I'll forever associate this place with Dylan now. Kenneth Kelly responding, he truly loved it and was so excited for the new one. Looking good. Does it add on? My heart aches for you being from the general area. Took last spring out Dylan's road, cried for you all. Although I did not know your precious son, it feels though I did. Okay. Heartbreaking, it's so hard for the first few years, then the first becomes seconds, thirds, and next thing it's 20 plus years, never forgotten, but the pain does become duller, not that able to breathe pain. Hugs and prayers, okay. I just saw this last week when I went to Burley. The On the Ramp was in Eden, I remember. Wait, on the way to Burley. So is Eden within Burley, Idaho, or just on the outer skirts? Interesting, because we've heard of Burley, Idaho in the past when the story of Dylan Rounds, the backstory of him days before leading up to his disappearance, going down to Burley, Idaho. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it's mainly just all supportive stuff. Now, let's take a look at Justin's post. So regarding Justin Rounds, remember that post where he was talking about how he left his phone behind when he was filling up and he couldn't locate it afterwards, and he supposedly lost all the photos of Dylan Rounds and the text messages? Well, I said there is an update. We go to the comment section here. I'll have to try and find it first of all, and then you'll be able to see. Okay, it's well worth a shot. Yeah, so people were coming out with ideas saying hopefully you can get it fixed. Pretty tough. Backups. I think it's more so down at the bottom. People saying, can I help? Where is it now? Where's it now? I think Facebook is terrible when it comes to organising this. There we go. Try and click on this comment thread. Hope you're able to get the text somehow. There we go. 16 hours ago, Justin Rounds says, I just looked and all of my photos of Dylan Rounds are back. I'm not sure what I did, but they are here. Nothing on Dylan's text messages though. So there's the update for you. Although the phone was lost, Justin was able to get the photos back. Maybe because of iCloud, something like that, because he does have an iPhone. But as for the text messages, they're still missing. I hope you're able to get them back soon. Praying. Awesome. So glad to hear that. So it's a little bit of a positive. Just wanted to share that with you. So a bit of an update. I don't know, they'll be able to get the text messages back. Anyone in the chat? Is it possible to get back text messages, call logs, voice messages? Can you retrieve them or not? Let me know down below. With that all set aside, let's focus more on the Dylan Rounds case specifically, looking back at it and more so from the eyes perspective of Badger Life. I believe Badger Life has said in the past that she's kept her thoughts to herself. It was for the best, but now is the time where she, I guess, opens up in some way. Just simply read the comment. It is a pretty long one, okay, so just as a little heads up, it is a long one. Gonna read through it. I'll probably try and analyze it on the spot. It's easier to follow when going along, and see if we can reach a conclusion, agreements, or whatever, right? Then if there's some time afterwards, we can do some other stuff. Let's head on over to the comment right away. Here we are. You can see it's quite long, but I think it's ordered quite well with the paragraphs and everything. Makes it a bit easier. So, Badger Life. Shout out to Badger, of course, in general, and for her sharing her thoughts here. So, Badger says, providing the information I have is correct, then this is what I believed happened. Okay, fair enough. Appropriate wording, clear to understand already. I get that. Dylan had been gone for over a month, according to Brenner. So one could assume that Brenner had his horse in the grain shed and gated the door area for the horse. Yeah. Brenner also changed the lock on the property gate, just a few lines of barbed wire, but was put up to deter people going to the Sun tunnels. Both Don and Brenner were not happy with Dylan, not wanting a washing machine hooked up to his generator. After all, Dylan had places to wash his clothes. Okay, so I get the bit in general about changing the locks, the horse being inside of the grain shed at the time, because if Dylan has been gone for some time, Brenner, not knowing when he'll return back, ends up moving on and starts changing things about, because supposedly in the eyes of Brenner, what he told Candice Cully at the time, he didn't think Dylan was gonna come back, so I might as well start changing stuff whilst I'm here at that time. So yeah, okay. The bit about where it says Brenner also changed the lock on the property gate, just a few lines of barbed wire, but was put to deter people going to Sun tunnels out from that direction. Okay. Both Don and Brenner were not happy with Dylan not wanting a washing machine hooked up to his generator. After all, Dylan had places to wash his clothes. Right. Anyway, Badger says, Don Hatley had planned on collecting his retirement fund and moving, so he really didn't care that Dylan fired him over the washer. But Brenner was in a bad position. He didn't want to share the grain shed with Dylan. Brenner hated most people. Okay. So when Dylan arrived back and began planting at night with the tractor lights flashing all night, and Brenner most likely is drunk, fuming over the lights, he knows Dylan will be there with the truck because it was going to rain. Dylan is in his grain truck driving it to the grain shed just before it starts raining hard, the 28th of May 2022. He gets to the gate, the wire fence, and according to what we have been told, Dylan tries to call Brenner's phone with no answer. Dylan may have called his grandmother at this time also, or before he left his farm. I bet he then called the owner of the grain shed property and expressed his dislike of Brenner changing the lock on the wired fence gate. I think Dylan was fired up about it and wanted Brenner off the land because of the prior issues with Brenner's horse in the grain shed that Dylan leased and the wired fence gate leading to the shed. Dylan may have decided to buy the grain shed property that Brenner was on, and in that voice message to the property owner said as much. Okay. As for anybody else watching, listening along, make sure you understand the specific wording and language by Badger Life before anyone starts complaining, criticising, whinging or whining, okay? It's appropriate wording. I can follow it up to now. The bit about Dylan supposedly buying the grain shed property or possibly in the future, maybe the catalyst of being motivated to do it sooner than later because of Brenner squatting on the area, the land, as well as the horse getting in the way, things being changed about, the gate, the lock, slowing down Dylan's progress, barriers and roadblocks. Yeah, it may have annoyed Dylan in some way. You never know, maybe Dylan Rounds was taking on additional farm work, additional custom farm work to try and get enough money to be able to afford buying the land where the grain shed property is properly. Maybe that's what Dylan really wanted, to get Brenner away and to get on with things without being held back, held down. Maybe. You never know, right? Candice Cully did say in an East Idaho News interview in the past that it's likely that Dylan Rounds was going to buy the grain shed property in the future. So there we go. I've had discussions with the family in the past. But I think with Brenner, whether it be then or if Brenner didn't take Dylan out, let's say in the future, and Dylan was on the verge of buying the land, the property, I can imagine Brenner would have snapped at that point as well. It's like, oh, how dare you take this from me? even though it may not be Brenna's to begin with, but Brenna feeling like people are taking over his area in his mindset. He doesn't like it, sees it as a threat, retaliates in some way or another. Then maybe Brenna starts acting awkwardly, making changes to the area, making it not as accessible by some, besides past encounters. You never know. But so far, pretty easy to read, easy to follow. Do you see how I'm not stuttering either? I'm not really stuttering, and that's because Badger Life can actually type out proper comments, proper wording, proper sentences. I can understand it. That's good. Anyway, Badger then goes on to say in the next paragraph, next thing that happens is Dylan may have ploughed through the fence and drove fast to the grain shed. Now, Brenna could still be in his trailer, or he could be in the grain shed at the time, or anywhere that we know. But Dylan gets to the grain shed, sees that Brenna has 2 pole gates across the entrance of the shed, giving Brenna's horse a big covered space. Dylan is pissed. He sees this and immediately backs into the steel pole gates, bending them as he digs and spins the wheels into the ground, making ruts. Possible he backed into it twice to bust it down. Dylan could have smashed over stuff that Brenna had purposely put in the way, creating a big mess that was hauled off to the dump after Dylan went missing, thus the garbage run with Don later on. To add the spring cleaning. At this point, both men are boiling over in anger and the horse is spooked. Dylan jumps out of the semi to confront Brenna. Do you know what? I can imagine the situation that the horse gate is closed, the horse is inside of the grain shed, because we saw the straw, we saw the hay inside, we saw the gate where it was on its side, it looked damaged. Dylan reversing into it on purpose in a rush or accidental, depends what was on Dylan's mindset at the time. Creates a loud clatter, a bang sound, startles Brenna, who's probably already in a mood, and this really doesn't help at that time. If the horse is present and if it's startled, you know how Brenna can be about his horse. He gets very protective and defensive and can lash out. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that did happen, right? But yeah, Dylan jumps out of the truck to confront Brenna. Who knows? But Dylan ends up dead. I believe he just covered Dylan's body and took his phone that Dylan may have had in his hands trying to turn the video on, but was killed first. Okay. Now, Brenna must get a plastic 50-gallon barrel and fill it part way with the chemicals used to neutralise the soil for Dylan's farm. How he gets to Dylan's farm, he has options. Whilst at Dylan's farm, he randomly takes things such as food because it's a long way to town and all your money goes for beer. I believe he did drive Dylan's pickup truck at some point, possibly back to the shed property with the barrel of chemicals. He then may have moved the grain truck to line up with Dylan's body. He then tied a rope to Dylan's body, threw the rope over the seed trailer, and tied the other end of the rope to his horse. As the horse is pulled forwards, the body is pulled up. As this happens, Dylan's boots fall off his body and lay on the shed floor. Brenna then backs the barrel under Dylan, and he has the horse back up, dropping Dylan in the chemicals. Is that like some kind of pulley system? A pulley system. Let me just read back over that just so I understand. Yeah, so this is talking about what they're using the acids to break down Dylan's body and remains, right? I do remember Badger talking about this in the past, so she has remained consistent with that idea, which is good in its own right, being consistent. Fair enough. I believe he did drive Dylan's pickup truck at some point, possibly back to the shed property, with the barrel of chemicals. He may have moved the grain truck to line up with Dylan's body, right? He then tied a rope to Dylan's body, threw the rope over the seed trailer, and tied the other end of the rope to his horse. As the horse is pulled forward, the body is pulled up. Right. Oh, like one of those. Right, I get. Okay, I'm working it out. So it's kind of like the scene in Braveheart where William Wallace, his arms are tied to a wooden pole, his legs wrapped in rope and tied to a horse, and then the horse pulls away and he gets lifted up, suspended in the air, horizontal. Yeah. And then in this case would back up once something has been put underneath, such as the barrel, and then reverses back. Yeah, I understand it now. Does it seem a bit over the top? Well, it depends. The method might seem a bit over the top, but there's alternative methods as well, depending. You got to think about it. Brenner, only somewhat mobile, right? Got to acknowledge that too. In addition, his strength, and as well, just simply putting, a body into a tub of, let's say, acid chemicals. If there's any splashback, that's not good. That can harm you. So you want to try and put the person in as gently as possible. And how do you do that? By lowering the body into the bath tub, if you call it that, let's say, slowly. As I said, these are just ideas, theories, based off certain knowledge and things heard of. So don't get it twisted, anyone watching right now. Okay? Okay, body's pulled up. Dylan's boots. Okay, so in the process of Dylan being pulled up, the boots may be loose, no lace, ends up popping off, falling off. Okay, they lay on the shed floor. Brenner then backs the barrel under Dylan and has the horse back up, dropping Dylan into the chemicals. He then puts the rope in the bucket, but puts the top on and locks the ring around the lid. Now, Brenner could have left that barrel right there for 3 days until people started looking for Dylan. At that point, he moved Dylan's boots behind the mound and dumped the barrel out in the grain shed, I'm sure, at night. Anything left, like plastic, could be put in trash or disposed of elsewhere. Later, the FBI would collect evidence from the grain shed, leaving a hole. True, possibly where Dylan was laying, or his dissolved remains dumped out and hoses down. We all know Brenner washed off blood from a gun. Do we? And dumped Dylan's phone in the pond before going to a barbecue at Don's. I mean, where you say we all know Brenner washed off blood from a gun, we don't know if blood was on the gun. We supposedly know that blood was on Brenner's hands, sleeves, and shirt, which was later collected by police, and that blood matched Dylan Rounds. This all came from that 7:27 a.m. timestamp video time-lapse, 27 seconds long, on the 28th of May 2022, the day Dylan Rounds was murdered. It did depict Brenner sat down cleaning a gun, but it didn't say if any blood was on the gun. Would it be a surprise if there was blood on it? Well, I don't think it would be a surprise. I think more so the gun was being cleaned down, possibly to get rid of any evidence, etc. But my question still remains, okay? And if anyone else can answer it, feel free to do so. What type of firearm was Brenner cleaning at that time? If there were reports by Candice Cooley and the family that Dylan's personal firearm from the truck went missing and then later returned back to the trailer of Dylan's and it was wiped clean, no evidence upon the firearm, does that tie in line with maybe that was the firearm that appeared on that 7:27 time-lapse video of Brenner cleaning a gun, hence why there was no prints on Dylan's gun? Was it the same one in that video? I wonder. Never really heard anyone answer that before. I think I've only been the one to question it. Anyway, where are we here? FBI would later collect evidence, leaving a hole. Yeah. We all know Brenner washed off the blood. Okay. I don't believe Don knows. I have a feeling that Don was suspicious of Brenner. I believe that when Don was interrogated by the FBI, he told them everything he knew right then. If you ever seen the FBI in action, you know what I'm saying. The thieving drug twins, Robert and Chase, are collateral damage, bad people that should have been locked up anyway. but they played no part in Dylan's murder, in my opinion. Kurt had nothing to do with Dylan's disappearance, and I don't believe Brenner told anyone what he did. Brenner's personality screams that. Okay. Right, I don't believe Brenner told anyone. Okay. I mean, I felt possibly that Brenner may have told Don at the barbecue, like confessing, but that's just my thoughts. Blaming others that live in the area is just plain ignorant. Glad to see Bob Farrell shutting down. The hate on these towns is so unfounded. Most are hard-working, good people who enjoy the quiet of the countryside and feel of a small population of people that mostly help each other out. And I guess when it comes, I think it was worded that you got Montello the town, and then you got outsiders, people in the trailers on the outskirts. They tend to be the more rough, dodgy bad eggs. The people supposedly within the town internally are somewhat better people, to an extent. Okay. So it was a good read along, pretty clear to follow, arranged well in paragraphs, sentences. See, this is, maybe that's what other people should do, right, when they type it all out. So let me give you my additional thoughts right now. So in a way, I kind of have a feeling that some people out there are going to lose their heads and have a bit of a meltdown over that comment. I can imagine some people saying, oh my God, how are they twisting the narrative now? Why is it turning down this route? This is 100% BS. How could you come out with that? Oh, this is really harming the case. Other people will end up complaining, saying, whoa, never heard this before. Why is Badger Life only coming out now with all this? And why is she suddenly defending all these people all of a sudden? What suddenly changed? What's gone wrong? Do we trust her? I'm basically talking on behalf of what other people would probably say and how they would react to seeing that comment by Badger Life. I'll give you my thoughts right now, and it should kind of set the record straight and clear things up for everybody watching and those in the background lurking, okay? When it comes to Badger Life, the theory, the idea, the method, possible method of disposing Dylan Rounds, which falls under the category of desecration, which Brenner has been charged with within this whole case to begin with, right? Badger Life, for many months, kept hinting at the possibilities that Dylan may have been put in some bathtub or barrel with chemicals, acid, on site or from further afar being retrieved and made use of. Grangeshed property, more than likely, if there's additional evidence found there. That's what Badger Life was referring to. In the past, she was saying that maybe it could have happened at Dylan's farm. What about the septic tanks? What about the barrels or any objects nearby? Have they been searched through? Maybe not. That's what Badger was referring to. Dylan broken down for the use of chemicals as a form of disposing, as a form of desecration, and getting away with it. So Dylan's remains can't be found if it's been completely broken down. That's what Badger Life has been suggesting over time, right? Very consistent with that idea. All that Badger Life has done here is just simply expanded on it and elaborated, giving her additional thoughts. Things what she's heard over time, the knowledge which has been presented to her. You saw at the start of her paragraph sentence was providing that the knowledge, the information I've heard of is correct, and then followed on with her thoughts, providing it's correct. So she's not stating it as a fact. She's not, doing that type of BS tactic which other people do. If you just read the words, you read the sentences over and over again, you should be able to understand what Badger Life is getting at. I understand it for most part of it, right? Was there anything else to add on from it? Not really. I mean, the longer you can't find Dylan Round's remains, the length of that time, if it extends and just goes on and on and on, and you search just about all areas and the ground too, and you just can't find any bones, any remains, the chances of a certain form of desecration hinted by Badger Life, chances of that rises, Now, in terms of Badger Life's comments of locals within the area, from at least my memory, Badger Life hasn't really been calling out all the locals within the area in a negative way. So she's been consistent there. And it ties in line with why she believes that some of the people who've been mentioned in the case are innocent as well. But she's also demonstrating the balance by acknowledging that there are certain people within the case that have been mentioned and associated who she believes aren't associated, but they're still bad people with separate crimes, such as Chase, Aviles, who obviously got in trouble and have been arrested ever since. So there's that. Of course, when the court cases and the documents come on out and we can hear about all of that, it'll truly set the record straight. Well, hopefully. But I said, from now till then, all people can do is discuss things, talk about it, make sense of it, if you want to, right? Voluntary, if you want to. If you feel passionate about it, then do so. And I think it's probably a good thing for Badger Life to leave that long comment, because of course, first of all, it would have taken time to write up, so I appreciate that. But also, for all the months of moments of build-up and tension, whether it be the drama within the community or the way the town, such as Montello, is painted in a negative light, some rumours, others exaggerated, it can take a toll. And especially those who may be within the area or kind of nearby, you know, it's probably going to annoy them. So to be able to do like a comment like this, to get off one's chest, or in Badger's case, to dust those tomatoes off of any cobwebs or dirt, it can be helpful and effective. It might give a different light, a different perspective into stuff, right, when it comes to this case. I don't know if I did a separate video on it, but if we need to do a focused video on the horse gate, maybe. Sometimes what I do think is it worth doing like a 2-minute, 5-minute video questioning one particular part in the case, such as the gun and key fob, such as the 27-second recording timestamp? Because although I talk about it in these videos, I can imagine it does get forgotten about. If I just did a simple short video about one singular topic and set it as a standard video as well, then everyone would be able to comment and concentrate and focus on that one particular thing. There's still time to do it. It doesn't take too long. Maybe I just do it once or twice here and there and actually do it properly. Yeah, I think I will do. But all in all, as for reading Badger's comments, possibilities, that's what it's based down to, the endless possibilities and the different options. I wouldn't say it's too odd or nothing really dodgy. It's just them sharing their thoughts and opinions. So you can react to it as well if you want down below in the comment section. You do what you need to do. Is there anything else to highlight within the Dylan Rounds case community? Not this moment in time, I don't think. What we can do now, just briefly in a way, just put that aside, okay? Put the Dylan Rounds case aside for now, right? We're moving on to something else. Just to acknowledge that as of last night, Dale the snail, Dale in Braille, did make a return under his veil. Yeah, using Laura's clothing once again. But he seemed to have improved and recovered in some way or another. I guess, shout out to this. Exactly. It might be worn, it might be wear down, but it's still just as effective as the first moment it was drawn, right? Including the belt. So I think what we'll do, just to acknowledge the return of Dale, we'll go into the maps now and we'll just have some dodgy time, some brief dodgy time, okay? Here we are. Dale. Matt. Present, hopefully. Where are we at this moment in time? I don't know. It says Caribbean Agency. What are we doing here? Not quite sure. Right, so shout out to Betty Hayward, and when it comes to the search suggestions, okay? Everything can be all explained and under control, okay? Betty Hayward, with a recent talk and discussions about all kinds of things. Arkansas, do you still have your head of hair? Hopefully. So I don't even know like what you type in. Pompano, let's just Booby Trap USA. What's this? Adult Entertainment Club. Adult Entertainment Club. I mean, is it that bad? Like, is it really that bad? I mean, it's all pink, isn't it? There you go. So, Dale. Oh, why we suddenly turned up here? I don't know. You ask me, Dale. Huh? Did Betty Hayward take you here? Oh, no, Dale. Okay, Dale. I know you've just recovered. Get your headphones on right now because it's going to get very noisy inside, okay? Put your headphones on, plug yourself in, wear your rubber gloves, get your Crocs and your long socks, your slacks. Do whatever that needs to be done, okay? This is just the formal procedure of Betty Hayward when it comes to entering the back door of the booby trap place. If you didn't already know, Betty Hayward is the Pompano Bay State booby trap serial killer, okay? She goes about stealing people's wigs and adds them to her own collection. Now, I gotta drag the camera across very slow because we don't know what's going to be on the next slide. So if anything dodgy does show up, I'll have to make a quick exit. So it looks like we've gone through the back entrance or the side place. Dale walking on in, a little bit nervous, wondering if Laura is present or not, because I'm sure Laura is getting a little bit jealous. Betty Hayward, Lisa, what are you trying to do to Dale? Are you trying to fulfill the ritual in corrupting Dale's innocent mind? Where's Supermat? Supermat! Quick, get here right now. Rescue Dale before anything dodgy happens. What do we have here? Is there anyone on a pole? No, it's empty. Hallelujah. It's all quiet. Looks like Betty Hayward scared everybody off. Look, all those poles. Woo! Yeah. What's that? Mr. Impetuous is going to be on the pole again. No. He prefers the trees, the stumps of trees. A bit more rough and rugged around the edge. That's exactly what it's all about. Oh no, what's that in the back corner? Do I see Miss T lurking in the darkness? Miss T, what are you doing over there? Huh? Are you the hired DJ for the night? No? So what are you doing? Oh, no. As long as Jack doesn't start jumping onto the pole. Actually, to be honest, Miss T, get your dog out of the place. The dog's going to be pissing all up the pole. And that's a health hazard for poor Betty Hayward. You want to give Betty Hayward a concussion? Ew, pettiness. Pettiness. What's on the next one? Is there anything there? No, we're okay. We're safe. God, it's so tense, this, because I just don't know what's going to appear on the next slide. Okay, so we've got some chairs, platforms. Okay, nothing too dodgy here, so that's all good. What's the next one? What's it going to be? There we go. So is it tiki torches or something kind of like that? Oh my God, it looks like Florida. Oh, Betty Hayward really resonating with the palm trees. Don't be using those as poles, Betty. It's going to rough up your hands. That's not good. No. Moving on. Oh, what do we have? There we go. So we're still okay. Oh my. Wait, are you saying that there's poles outside? Hold on a minute. A pole dancing pole is not even plugged in up top. What is that all about? It's got its own platform, but it's literally got a knob at the top. It's not attached to anything. Oh my God, Betty Hayward. I think your booby trap place needs shutting down. It's a health hazard. This is almost as dangerous as your dodgy fridge and AC unit. My God. It's not even attached to anything. It's just going to be wobbling about. Oh, I see what's going to happen. What's that? Betty the Impaler. She's going to grab Dale and chuck him on top. He's going to pierce through him. Poor Dale. Somebody get a blanket and a pillow right now. This is looking very rough. What's the next image? Is it someone? No, we're still okay. That's good. It's getting a bit dark though. Oh, what's going to be the next image? Oh no. Oh shit. Maybe not. I think that's the first dodgy thing I've just noticed. Can we glance past it really quick? Okay. So I had to do a bit of a wonky edit or something just then, a bit of a jump cut because someone was on the pole. Okay, so we had to avoid that just to be safe. Anything else going on here? Well, it is getting very dark, so Dale, get your night lamp. I think it's going to be a long night when Betty Haywood is present. What's the next image? Oh, is anyone going to be there? Okay, it's all clear. It's all clear. More poles. What is going on with all these colours? Is this some kind of Zav Girl aesthetic theme or something? Luminescent colours all over the place. You know, give you some kind of, I don't know, confusion. What's going on here? Anyone present? No. Betty Haywood, the business is not working out. Nobody's turning up. No one is showing up. What is going on here? Why is it so empty? What's that, Betty? Oh, Betty Haywood renting the place out all to herself. Oh, actually, I think that's a person on the pole, but it's very blurry, so you can't see anything. You can't see anything. What does that say? On the river or on the rise? Well, to be honest, when Dale's in there, something will be on the rise, but I don't think it's for the right reasons. Oh no. Got to cut that out. I've got to cut that out. Okay, so I had to cut that out just then once again because someone had their rear end pressed against the screen. And obviously I don't think YouTube would appreciate that. Oh, I'm sure people in the chat would, but no. Gotta be as innocent as a Christian church session. Now what's showing up next? We got Floyd Money Mayweather Moneybag Monday. What's going on here? Floyd Mayweather gonna pop on into the club and start punching everybody up. Oh no! But all in all, I would say that the booby trap place was actually very underwhelming. But I think that's the whole reason. Betty Haywood takes Dale there. Dale is like in a world of his own, wondering what's going on here. You know, is this supposed to be like a treat? Is this supposed to be like a little adventure? Betty Haywood takes Dale on in, and it's just empty for most part of it. And that is when the ambush takes place. Oh, Dale, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? I think we need to, I think we need to get Matt Lingo in. Come on, Matt Lingo. Where you at? You know, hiding away? You got to save Dale right now. No Matt Lingo. Matt Lingo does not exist. Oh, no. This is not looking good. What about Med Lingo? Can we get some medication for Dale to recover him? What's this? Badgeletos Med Spa. Lingo Jeffrey. Oh, Lindo Medical Lingo. Oh, there's so much going on here. Which one do we look at? I don't even know. Let's go to Lingo. Matt Lingo. Matt Dingo. Matt Lingo Jeffrey D. Surgical Centre. That explains why he's busy. Oh, no photos, man. You are taking the mickey right now. Golly. Is there anybody else present that could possibly save Betty Haywood? You can't be serious, right? You can't be serious. Watch her crazy. Watch her crazy. See, we're just going through all these names here because we need someone to be able to help. No, what about Amanda? Same person, right? Don't even know at this point. Come on, Amanda. Amanda Yoga? What's what you call Amanda Yeet? Come on, Amanda Yeet. No existence. Poor. What are we gonna do about Sarah? What about Laura? Come on, Laura. You got to save the day. I don't know, Laura the snail. Just something. Desperate times. Desperate measures. This is not looking good for Dale. What's this? Bloomingdales. There we go. Bloomingdales department store in Orlando, Florida. That's what it's all about. Give me the photos right now. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. Your business is calling for you. Bloomingdales. Yeah, that's what it's all about. How many photos do we have? 1 of 20. That's good enough. Oh, wow. This is a high-end mall. High-end. That's what it's all about, man. Betty Haywood, I don't care who you are. I wish you nothing but the best, but I've got better places to be in high-end malls, just like right now. And we got all kinds of decorations on the screen. What the hell is that, to be honest? I'm not quite sure. It's some glittery stuff. All the department store. Oh, wow. All the items here. High-end watches made from China. Very good, very reliable, of course. Yes. And jewelry as well. Oh, what's that? Oh, Laura, too busy obsessing about the jewelry and the rings. Poor Dale is trapped in the booby trap club. Betty Hayward has him hostage. Come on, Laura. Snap out of the jewelry. Snap out of Dale's store and get a grip of yourself. I don't care. Stop being petty and get on with something. Wait, why does that reflection look like an elephant's foot? Why does that look like an elephant's foot? Where's that coming from? I don't even know. And there's that person back there. Hold on a minute. Is that Arkansas? That looks like Arkansas. What are you doing there? Oh, you're hiding out because you know you're on the run because Betty Hayward is coming for your hair. You're trying to blend on in. I don't think that's going to work. Well, so Bloomingdales. Oh, Dale's clothing line. Some little dresses in pink and umbrellas as well. Oh, Dale's got his handbags as well. Wow, Dale has been so busy, haven't you? Building this massive business up. 65% off. My God, you petty-ass cheap bitch. Anyway. What else do we have here? Okay, more nightlife. Ooh, Dale. Got the mannequins out. Careful there, Dale. I don't know why I'm talking to Dale like this when Dale is held captive, but, you know, maybe we can telepathically communicate to him. Maybe this is what happens. Dale and the Mannequin Army all come to life and walk their way down to the club. Betty Hayward negotiates with Dale's mannequins that Dale is let free. A free walking man in the name of we the peoples. Dale returns back to his home store with his home girl, Lisa, and then start producing more clothing and to ensure that Dale has immunity, just like D-Gen Island. Oh my God, Miss T, little reference there. What a goody boy I am. What happens in the end is that the mannequins are supplied to Betty Hayward and her dodgy club, and she's happy and Dale is safe. I think we've completed the story right away. That's perfectly fine, under control. Oh, Betty Hayward with her facial cream as well. All kinds of products thrown on up screen. What's all this about? Face mask. Lamer. Oh, lame products. What else do we have? Clearance mask. Yeah, Betty Hayward, you're going to mask yourself in multiple identities and personalities. You bring that on right now. What does that say? Hell to the no. I don't know. All kinds of products there. Real good. What else do we have? We've got some shoes as well. Oh, the shoes. Not like we're going to be finding 28 Alice cheap-ass shoes in here. No, we're a high roller. We ain't going for those little cheap shoes, man. No, these are real shoes. This is exactly what you'd be wearing, walking onto Victory Man. All kinds of shoes there. Perfect. And what are those? Banana shoes or something? What is going on with that? I don't know. Wait, there's literally a mannequin sat down on a chair. Even the mannequins are getting tired standing. That's not good. That really isn't good. But I wonder, Betty Hayward, is there going to be any owl bags? Any owl shoes? I wonder. Any Crocs with a heel on? I wonder. Would this grab her attention? What's this? Estee Lauder. Well, what's all this golden glittery stuff? I don't even know. Oh my God, that cabinet down there's empty. Inky, you taking all the products? Oh yeah, Inky, experimenting with those eyebrows. Yeah, Inky's taking all the free samples and products. Nah, so typical there. Oh, there's a mirror, and it's not even cracked yet. That's a good sign. But yeah, all kinds of products there. Can imagine some people getting petty because they don't get what they want. Whoa! What is going on here? There are mannequin legs popping through the ceiling. What is this? What is this possession? Is this demonic? What is going on? What is this black magic? There are legs coming from the ceiling. What is that? Why are they little dinghies? Matt Dingo and his little dinghy with his legs popping on through. Oh, wow, this is abstract art. This is perfect. This is perfect. You just put mannequin legs on the ceiling. Oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Very good. What else do we have? Got some shirts there on the left. Bit tight fitting though, but to be honest, that's the way Watcher Crazy prefers it. Some trousers on the side. Any slacks? Maybe there's some slacks somewhere, Dale. Come on, come back to your trousers. Don't leave them behind, man. In the background, more stuff. There's a few mannequins over there, which looks like their tops have been taken off. But this is the thing. Not that long ago, I heard recently in the reports, USA, Florida, that Watcher Crazy was caught on CCTV camera. Oh, you don't think it's true? You need convincing? Oh, don't worry. Let me just put on my Chills impression, okay? Oh, you thought it disappeared? No. It's still here. Let's just tune on in. Here we go. Number 5. Recently in USA, Florida, there was a known individual in the store of Bloomingdales, a person called Watcher Crazy, who's got a haircut like it's been done by Karen. When she was in the store, she was seen depicting pulling off a shirt of a mannequin. Who knows what her real motive was, but it seemed awfully disturbed by the people that were present. They thought it was some kind of demonic takeover. Watcher Crazy's eyes were glowing, glued to the chest of the mannequin and the nips that were present. She told everybody and pleaded innocent later on a police report interview that she was simply testing out the nipples and the durability of the mannequins. We hope that Watcher Crazy doesn't return back. If she does, she'll be appearing next time in Top 15. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and comment down below and share this video in general. My name is Chills and I'll be seeing you next time. There we go. I told you it's still there. It's still there, and Watcher Crazy's obsessions are too. Let's move on. Shiver me timbers. We're up. Oh my god, what's going on here? There's some like drifting action going on. Order here. Oh, there we go. Betty Hayward's Bakery making it into Dale's shopping centre. Oh, what do we have here? Order here. We got some carrots. Oh my god, they're massive carrots, Betty Hayward. You thought that pole being shoved in the back end of that fridge was bad enough. Look at those carrots. They're going to be like a massive torpedo. Ooh, Miss T. You're getting a bit jealous. You thought your lighthouse wasn't good enough. Well, you got some carrots here to nibble away at. What's that? Lacey H, come on, get your carrots right now. I don't even care. You need to fill yourself up with carrots. It's good for you. Yeah, nibble. There we go, some big boys carrots. But what else do we have? We've got some straws in the background. What the hell are them? Are they bagels? Looks like it. Look a bit stale. Okay. Some chocolate. Some M&Ms or Smarties. Oh, wow, and some muffins as well. Oh, hands off my muffins. Objection. Oh, where's the mega pint? No, you just take your muffins to people. Okay, good for you. Lots of glitter and sparkle there. Getting dark, of course. We got the coffee. Yeah. Got a coffee from Starbucks. Proud Mimi. Where are you? Busy? Yeah, thought so. What's going on? Oh, Betty Hayward with the bags. Anything there that stands out to Petty Hayward? I mean, there's that bag in the background which looks like it's got spikes in. Studded bags. Betty Hayward wants a spiked bag, so then she can torture people with it. She can roll over people with it like a turtle, and the spikes will pierce the person. That's what Betty Hayward's all about. Okay, is that it? Well, there we go. Bloomingdale's shop is blooming with business, right? But the thing is, I'm sure I saw that there was an escape room. Okay, let's just see if it's true. Escape. There we go, booby trap escape rooms in Wisconsin. Let's go there right now. Desperate times, desperate measures. Ahoy, grab that wheel. You know, the person grabbing that wheel is kind of like what Miss T is. You know, Miss T has like an ancient ship steering wheel for her car. It's a little bit hard to handle, but, you know, that's what's all about the challenge of it. You know, Miss T at the helm, grabbing that wheel, steering it in the right direction whilst trying to avoid all the sheds. Yeah, it's a hard job, isn't it, Miss T? Multitasking all the time. Look, the time is 23:52. Let us know if you need a clue. Yeah, we need a clue because we're trapped in this escape room and no one has figured out what they're doing. Arkansas, you know, she's getting all petty. She's in the escape room. There's items laying about. There's a screwdriver. There's a wrench. The wrench needs to be used to untighten the bolts and the nuts to be able to get into the next stage. But Arkansas, oh, she won't let you use the wrench because she wants to be the mod 24/7. Oh, what are we going to do? I don't know. Got to figure out something. Yeah, look at that. That face there, yeah, this is really difficult. Yeah, really good fake-ass expressions. What the hell's going on in this room? I mean, anyone watching right now, feel free to put yourself in the shoes of any of these three people on screen. You know, if you had to come up with it, I think the person on the right could be Miss T. You never know. On the left, is that Betty Hayward with another wig? Possibly. And then someone else in the middle trying to figure out this. But to be honest, they don't even look like they want to escape. They're just simply looking at it thinking, this is so funny. This is so creative, man. Yeah, it's a viewing window, but you need to get on out because if you don't, you're going to burn up inside. What does that say? Safety first. Our main focus is to make sure you feel at ease. There are 6 escape doors within 50 feet of you all at times. The events of a crisis in which water has begun to enter the submarine. The best thing to do is to stay calm and do as follows. 1, alert the staff, and 2, listen to their instructions. What? Wait, are they saying that this room fills up with water? This is perfect. Oh no, Miss T, what's going to happen? We don't want the udders floating in the water. We don't want the udders to get soggy. It's going to ruin the milk. We better hurry up. What about poor Betty Hayward? She starts drowning in the water. The hair is going to go all soggy. Ew, definitely don't want that. What, we got Cleopatra's lair? Cleo, your lair is present. Hieroglyphics. We're supposed to read through them and understand that ancient language. Oh, God, this is getting too hard, isn't it? It's too much to really process and understand right now. Badger life. Badger life, you gotta dig under this room, the floor, to try and get onto the other side, because how are we supposed to solve these codes? It just seems too difficult, huh? What's that, Badger life? No, you've managed to get through? Well, let us know if you find anything. What is going on in here? All kinds of levers, pictures on the wall. Whoa, got some little drill piece there. Okay. A lot going on. To be honest, is this Toe Jam's room with all the wood present? Might be. What it says? Mistakes were made. Oh, I'm not as dumb as I look. Okay, I need a drink. Winner, winner. Oh, look at that. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Not like the petty ass turkeys. No, it's all about the chickens. And we've got a camera in the corner as well, pointing. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, we're back here. Back at the helm of the wheel. Everyone's moved on. What's this? I don't even know what it says. Going on number 10. What's going on here? Pharaoh's Revenge. Oh no, that sounds dangerous. Oh, we got the merch. Got the merch on the screen, of course. Oh, we're outside. Oh my, that's a giant ball, that. Inky, I found one of you. Oh no, Inky, one of your bingo balls has been found out in the public. What are you doing? I think, Inky, you need to grab hold of your balls and make sure they don't run away because dangerous, right? Wow. Buffalo Phil's, Lego Brick City, train delivered food, Moose Jaw. What is this? Whoa, what's going on in this room? All slime all over the place. Isn't that some dodgy playroom or something? Well, I'll be damned, man. Golly. It's Rancher Raff. Warlike Raff, Rancher Raff. Isn't that right, Nancy? Look, Rancher Raff with his Mr. X hat on, his revolver, his fake moustache, and his whip. Rancher Raff with his whip. Who's going to get whipped first? Miss T, is it you? Betty Hayward, Inky, Arkansas, Clea Maria, Matlingo Dale, Laura. Anybody? Because as you know, this whip is giant, okay? Massive, got a massive whip, as you can see on the screen. Look at that face as well. That's seen a lot of, I don't know, it's seen a lot of dodginess. Look at that face. Whoa. Why has he got hooks on him? Why is he going to get hooked? What the? Okay. What else are we going to come across? Oh, the dodgy dark red rooms. It looks like some kind of dark web documentary or something. Wow. What's this? Owned. I need a drink. Mission failed. Houston, we have a problem. I'm not as dumb as I look. Next time, I'm bringing my smart friends. 5 more minutes, please. That sounds a bit dodgy, that. Can I have 5 more minutes? Congratulations. We've cracked the code. Booby trap. Oh. Wait, is this the thing, Betty Hayward? Once you've escaped the booby trap escape room, that's when you end up going down to the club or something. Oh, Betty Hayward running multiple businesses at once. It's hard to keep up, isn't it? So for anyone that joined the live premiere a little bit too late, don't be frightened, don't be scared, counselling is available. But that aside, on hold, if you do want to learn more about the Dylan Rounds case, the latest talk, the updates by Justin Rounds and comments in general, be sure to rewind back to the beginning of this video and that's where you'll hear about it, okay? Hopefully Dale is somewhat under control. I know the club, bit wild. Betty Hayward being a little bit of a reckless, bad Betty influence. Naughty Betty, okay? Don't act out too much, Betty, okay? Or this might appear. Anyway, what's that? What's that, Betty? You can't be serious, right? Yeah, cool. Come on, Betty. Give me attitude right now. I'm sorry. We're at the end of the video. Oh, shame. But, you know, if you want to rewind back, you can if need be. So, all in all, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something new somewhere, somehow. But yeah, we'll leave that there for now. I'll see you next time. Goodbye and good night.